One of the movies from Marvel Studios that is coming in 2021 is Shang Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Long title, we know. After the long break and a few other projects coming to the big screen from the MCU, we'll also get to see Simu Liu in action portraying the titular character, and today we're going to take a first look into the movie and tell you everything we know so far about it. Enjoy! Who is Simu Liu? We're sure you're wondering who exactly is Simu Liu. Why haven't you heard of him? And for some of you that did, why does his name sound familiar? Well, he's a Chinese-Canadian actor and stuntman perfect for the role he'll be portraying, right? He rose to prominence very recently while being part of CBC's sitcom Kim's Convenience, a show which has been running in Canada for 5 seasons as of right now and made its debut on Netflix just last year. This movie is a large departure from his role as Jung Kim, as Shang Chi is a serious, brooding type of guy but also balanced by the character Awkwafina in the movie, but more on that later. His joining the MCU marks an unexpected and exciting introduction, and we can just hope that Marvel keeps breaking out the obscure heroes in the future to come. Who is Shang Chi? We talked about who'll play the titular character, but on the other hand, who is this Shang Chi guy? Don't worry, before the announcement came, only few of the hardcore fans knew about him, from the comics that is. And this is because he only had a brief run with Marvel Comics from 1973 to 1983. He's the son of Fu Manchu, a Chinese supervillain bent on having world domination, and his mother a white American. His father raised Shang-Chi to believe that he's a humanitarian who carries out assassinations and other acts of terror for the benefit of mankind, when in reality, he does all those things for his self-benefit. Shang-Chi's origin story revolves around this, particularly who in fact his father is, an evil incarnate, and him coming his own as a superhero despite all odds. Release date and trailer. As for the release date side of things, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings will be the second of 4 installments that will eventually make up the start of the Phase 4 in the MCU in 2021. Just like most films in the MCU, this movie also had its struggles with all the setbacks brought upon it by the coronavirus pandemic. Firstly, the movie was planned to release by 12 February 2021, just in time of the Chinese New Year, with plans of it starting to film sometime around February 2020. With the principal photography taking place in Australia and New South Wales. The whole production process was halted due to all the lockdowns around the world, and the whole cast and crew were not able to start the filming process. So the movie got pushed back to May 2021, then again to July 2021, before the movie finally getting the official release date as of right now being the 3rd of September 2021. There's an official teaser trailer too, so go and check it out, and maybe you'll find out a little bit more about the Kung Fu Warrior's origin through it. The teaser is everything we have so far, however, Marvel might release a wider, more detailed footage of the movie in the form of an official trailer 2.0. But we'll have to wait and see if that is actually the case, and if not, the first one we got so far should serve as a great head start for all of us who are waiting to watch the movie the first day of its release. Cast. Not a lot of cast members were confirmed or seen in the teaser trailer, but this is everything we know so far about the cast group of the movie. We know that Simu Liu will take on the mantle of Shang-Chi, the titular character, the martial artist. Tony Leung will play his father in the comics known as Fu Manchu, but after Marvel lost the rights to the character, now going by the name of Wenwu, also known as the Mandarin, the real one. Not the one we got in Iron Man, but more on that a little bit later. Awkwafina will portray the role of Katie, Shang-Chi's close friend and the ally he'll need in the dangerous moments coming up ahead. Other cast members who have already been confirmed are Michelle Yeoh as Yang Nan, Fala Chen as Yang Li, Ronny Chieng as Zhan Zhan, Meng'er Zhang as Xia Ling, and Florian Munteanu as Razor Fist. These are all the cast confirmations that came from Marvel so far. However, there'll be much more in the future, and possibly a cameo or two by some of the other Marvel characters, but they'll likely be known when the movie releases. Plot. From the looks of things, the movie will start as an introduction to the titled character and for us to understand him better of who he is and what he's capable of. Shang Chi, a martial artist raised and trained by the Ten Rings organization since he was a child, with his father Wenwu being the current leader of this evil organization whose sole objective is destroying world peace. We also see Shang Chi being called upon after 10 years of living normal life, called by his father to return to him and serve the organization. And even though he refuses to return, a certain chain of events unfolds that eventually forces him to face his past, unveiling his powers to his friend Katie in the process. The film is inspired by the legendary comic book character of the same name, but added a little bit of a modern-day perspective to steer things away from all the negative stereotypes. The producer, Jonathan Schwartz, described the movie as a family drama first and foremost, where the relationship between Shang-Chi and his criminal mastermind father, Wenwu, aka the Mandarin, will be the two characters from whom the story will be driven. We should also mention that Shang-Chi is considered as one of the strongest non-superhumans presented in the Marvel Comics, thus it'll be a nice thing to see why this is, and also see the extent of his strength on screen.
The most dangerous people in the world couldn't kill you.
The Mandarin. Series of images showed the world of Shang-Chi and also glimpses of the MCU's real Mandarin. The movie will mark the second project of the Marvel's Phase 4 and a story about how the titular character battles it out with his past, but more importantly the confrontation between him and his father Wenwu, aka the Mandarin. The real one at least, and not the one we got in Iron Man when he was firstly introduced as. The movie will not only introduce us to the Mandarin, but also the whole organization, the villainous Ten Rings, how they operate, their motives behind their actions, and the sacrifices they're willing to take to achieve their goals. It also looks like this version of the Mandarin villain, the MCU, may be a bit different from what's been seen in the comics, which could also serve as an exciting twist to the story as a whole. As for the movie as a whole, the first teaser trailer looks extremely stylish, promising exciting, stunning set pieces, and of course, since we're at the Chinese side of things, expert martial arts, action all around. The movie will show us two major things: the introduction to the MCU's first Asian superhero, and also the knowledge of who exactly is the real Mandarin. After the bait and switch we got a few years back, all in all, this movie is very promising, and we're sure that all of you can't wait to see it on the big screen in action. On a related note, tell us down in the comments below, have you known the character before this movie, and what do you think of him as an individual? And also don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.